Hello and welcome to the Daily Self-Love Podcast. I'm your host CS Neha Bajaj, and this particular episode is for me to appreciate the time that you have invested in listening to all the episodes of my podcast till now. Friends, this particular episode marks the completion of 90 days of my podcast, the Daily Self-Love Podcast. And I really appreciate you all for all the beautiful feedbacks that you have given to me, for showering all the love and positivity and the support that you have given to this particular podcast. I have taken this as a 90 days challenge, and in that sense, this particular episode is like a literal benchmark for me. When I look on the analytics today, it's kind of giving a mixed kind of feeling to me. Why? Because I'm literally overwhelmed when I see the kind of audience that I have. From among all the people who have listened to the podcast till now, 50% of the audience is from India, 40% from US, 4% from UK, and the remaining from rest of the world. Again, when it comes to the age groups, I have listeners from 18 years of age to 75 years of age listening to this particular podcast. And the one thing that always gives me that goosebumps when I read your messages or get your feedback excuse me friends, is that one particular line which says that do not stop these series of episodes, these series of podcasts, because we are so tuned in to listening to this podcast. And I'm so humbled and I'm so grateful for you all for always letting me know that yes, Neha, you are on the right track. Neha, you are on the right track. So thank you so very much. Your support, your feedback, your positive inspiration always inspires me to publish each episode, and day by day I have completed 90 days. Started on 29th August 2022. 90 days have been completed on 29th November 2022. And from now on, when I see the next phase of this podcast, I could easily say that again, for the next 90 days, I'm going to take this next challenge, which means again, targeting the 180 episodes of the podcast, but with a few minor changes. So, what are they? First, I'm going to take a little break of one day, that is tomorrow. That means my next series of podcasts will be published from 1st December onwards. And a major change which I'm going to introduce is the timing of the podcast. And from now on, the episodes of the podcast will be published in the evening time. Now it's either going to be 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. I have not decided on that yet. But yeah, it will be that time. And there is an intention of me changing the time as well. And that is, I am going to share with you one learning of the day. That's going to be the format of the podcast for the next 90 days. One learning in the personal development space that I have learned from my experiences till now in this particular domain, and which I just want to keep it upfront to help you recognize that if those little learnings are of any importance to you in your life, personal life and professional life. And so with this, again, I am so humble for all the lovely comments, appreciation and the beautiful feedback that I have received on this podcast. And I promise to deliver more such inspiring aspects of personal development with you all in my upcoming episodes. Excuse me for the voice, and till next time, stay blessed, stay happy and stay self-loved. Bye-bye.